how can we pair email with some of these other channels?
Yep. So you start off with your engaged audience and you say, all right, what could I do with them to help boost my other channels? Since marketing is not just these individual silos, they should be working together, in sync. So one big thing is pretty easy to get up and running would be asking for product ideas and feedback from the customers themselves. So, hey, we're launching a new pre-workout. Should we do cherry or raspberry? And just ask them to either respond directly in that email, because then you're getting the deliverability boost from people responding to you, or you can go ahead and have two buttons to click on. Click here for cherry, click here for raspberry, and then you can see, all right, who voted for cherry. So when that product drops later on, you can go send an email to those 500,000 people who all said they wanted cherry. Say, hey, Nick, thanks for picking cherry. We went ahead and took your advice, and we just launched that. Here you go.
Yeah, or you can send it to everybody else that voted for the other flavor and be like, hey, sorry, it didn't win, but here's $5 off because we think you'll love cherry too, or something like that. Like you could have fun with it even on the people that didn't vote for it. So, but I do love that. Like, email is not just for one-way communication and getting people to buy stuff, and it's not just for educating people. It's for educating you. It's for using that as a feedback loop, as a feedback mechanism to know what product to launch, what do you like, what do you not like about the brand. And love that. Very smart. I think there's not enough people using email that way. Give us another idea.
So if you have an reviews integration set up that links in with Klaviyo, something like Shopify reviews or Stamped, you can see who has left you a 4 or 5 star review and who was happy with you. And this is kind of top of mind for me because we had a brand that didn't have great reviews on Trustpilot because it was like 3, 4 years ago during COVID or something. Shipments were delayed and their Trustpilot score was like 2 stars, but only had like 15 reviews. And on their site, they had hundreds of 4 and 5 star reviews. So what we did is we took that audience saying, hey, look, these people, they like us. They told us they liked us. So we just sent an email saying, hey, if you love our products, can you leave us a review on Trustpilot as well? We made sure we didn't violate any of Trustpilot's little random rules like incentivizing it. There was no incentives there. This is all organic. And people who liked our product, they also went over to Trustpilot to talk about it. And now when people search for that brand on Google, they'll see a good score there. So that could be helping out with other sales channels too.
Yeah, love that. Asking for reviews. What about some ideas for Amazon? Right. So we've got a thriving Amazon department at OMG. We help sellers and brands grow on Amazon. But how can we leverage email? If we're trying to launch on Amazon or if we're just trying to improve on Amazon. What are your tips there?
So this is kind of a full company strategy. If you want to have both an Amazon channel that's thriving and your own D2C site, you have to have a kind of balance between the two of them. I know a lot of people, they prefer people shopping on their regular site because they can see their information. They can go ahead and retarget them later. They really own that customer versus sending them to Amazon. But Amazon's a huge, powerful channel too. So if you're a company that has both channels up and running and you launch something new on Amazon, go ahead and use your existing list to send people there to really make that launch successful and help it skyrocket in Amazon rankings for your categories.
Yeah, that's a little bit risky, right? You may want people to purchase from your store, better margins there potentially. So sending customers to Amazon can feel little bit risky, but most shoppers are considering Amazon anyway, and there's a lot of benefits to getting that initial acceleration of sales on Amazon. It's going to help your ranking, going to help your momentum, just like Nick said. So I think it makes sense. I think for most brands, if they're established and they've got a thriving D2C business and they've got a good email list and then they launch on Amazon, we usually want to hit that list, at least part of that list. Hey, consider purchasing on Amazon, consider reviewing on Amazon, and that can help you get launched much faster. Hey there, if you enjoyed this topic, then click here for the full unedited interview. And if you enjoy e-commerce and digital marketing, then consider subscribing because I promise you there's more where this came from.